Hey guys, Stealth here. Welcome back for episode 45. In case you missed the previous one, we just recovered the alien, I'm not sure what it's called, the suit? Does that make sense? The prototype trooper? That guy. The stasis suit. Yeah, that's the one we recovered. For now though, we're still researching improved bullpups to allow our... well, actually, let's change that. It doesn't really take priority. This takes priority. Improving one weapon for one single soldier, not really a good use of my resources. And the Avatar project is almost back to starting levels. It's down to 3 pips. Now, what are we up to next? I can still hit another facility for another pip. Really doesn't strike me as too important. I can still get a supply raid mission from that one. We were still working on that. There's supplies over there. It's just a supply cache. Let's go for the supply raid. This is a gathering mob. Hopefully these guys can allow me to go on the supply raid mission. Not that I need them. I have 808 supplies. So we're well stocked with supplies. And you could argue that intel would be far more valuable. But who knows. Alright, Helen now knows sustain. Let's go for inspire. She now knows schism. We're going to move up to sustain. And I think that we have another soldier bond complete. Yes, Ivan and Alex. And we can now train up the next. That is Roman Shafran and Pretel Mox. We can train these guys up together to tier 3 bonding. Let's go scanning. Alright, we have completed another covert action. Lieutenant Shefrino is wounded though. Not sure how bad. He's out for a bit. Improved combat intelligence, recruit scientist and engineer, no, neither interesting. We can fabricate a PCS and we can get a promotion out of that. Yes, let's go for that. Preferably a major. Actually, how about the Templar? Or did we just manage to kick the Templar's bondmate into the hospital? Yeah, we did. Still, you're going, and you're taking along a corporal. We cannot spend the intel, so we might see one of our guys getting wounded. So be it. There's not a lot I can do about that. Let's upgrade this while we still can. Yep, that's all the upgrades. And while we still can, I don't mean that I'm running out of supplies, but I'm running out of days. 12 days left of supply drop. Alright then, spark shields ready for action. Because the sparks weren't deadly enough. What else would I like? What else would I like? A wraith suit? It could allow another one of my operas to start zipping around. How about a war suit instead? Heavy weapons. Maybe that's the one that I need to build in order to unlock the experimental heavy weapons. Oh wow, they added 1 block. Good for you. Anyway, Charles Martin is back, so we have Stalker back online. Really?
We should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
Yeah, about that. Not worried. Okay, supply raid. Let's go on a supply raid. We have 11 targets, one of which is the by now pretty well known Archon Prime, Elite Assault, Advanced Guardian, Heavy Priest, Elite Priest, Heavy Mech, Gatekeeper, and a Muton Infector. That is not something that sounds interesting. We do, however, have a SID rep, which I think we've seen once before. Advanced intel on the mission site, and we can see absolutely everybody. It's very valuable. Alright, let's go hunting. And let's go get a few more supplies. Because we were clearly starved for supplies. Now, my 2 sparks, I hope that they're both ready to go on missions. He's not quite ready. He's on 10 hit points out of, sorry, 12 hit points out of 15, so he's, well, he's ready enough. You can have an advanced expanded mag and a superior scope. Works for me. Heavy weapon, a flamethrower, or a rocket launcher. I believe the rocket launcher is a bit more useful. Stats wise, it just does a bit more for me, but this one has a larger radius. It's going to go with the rocket launcher. For your utility item, I'm going to say you get AP rounds. Now, who do we bring? Gertrude is tired after going on missions repeatedly. We can see everything, so we don't really need a scout. Enrique is tired, he's not ready to go. Cyber is still resting. Let's send VK. And who else do we have? We have another Grenadier. Engineer. Who's your bondmate? Oh, you're teamed up with a Colonel, are you? You're teamed up with a Mage. Okay, you're gonna get your Colonel. Who was it? Viking. That's a Ranger, I believe. Viking. Get over here. There you are. Yep, he's a Ranger. So, what do we have? We have Ranger, Sharpshooter, Grenadier. I'm gonna go Specialist on the last one. Admiral. You're gonna go. Okay. Let's have our whole equipping song and dance again. Beam cannon, advanced grenade launcher, yes. Acid bomb. For other items, let's go with the gas bomb. We're also going to give you increased accuracy. And let's go with one of the improved suits for once. The Serpent suit's not particularly useful for a Grenadier. The Rage suit, a little bit more so. Attack any enemy within movement range with a devastating melee attack. Also adds 1 mobility. By the way, we can build Rage armor, I believe. Rage armor and Serpent armor. And we were getting some sort of shielding. Not exactly sure where that is. I think it's just already built in on the Spark, so at least they have a little bit of shielding. Because yeah, we clearly needed that. There we go. Rage armor and Serpent armor. Provides 2 mobility and 40 dodge. Wow. And this gives you the Rage Strike. It's gonna look this just looks ridiculous. I think this is one of the worst designed suits in the game. Just no. No thanks. He does, however, have room for a heavy weapon. Let's give you the flamethrower. Have some fun. And the other 2 items, I'm going to switch this one to the improved accuracy, because I still want to have your accuracy above 100. Because that's clearly what you need on a Grenadier. Talking of accuracy, this should boost yours. Puts it over 100. Dragon rounds is your weapon choice here. And for your pistol you're going to get Dark Claw. And you know what? We're going to give you the other suit, the Serpent armor. Meaning that we're going to have to adjust your loadout again. Venom rounds. Sorry, I thought it went with Dragon rounds initially. Here we are. Viking. Your standard issue weapon. And your katana. And then the Talon rounds. And let's go with a Mimic Beacon. Not that he really needs it. Specialist. I think that he gets the last one of our improved weapons. The Disruptor Rifle. He gets the Gremlin Mark III, of course. I'm going to give you a Nanomedikit. Your hack ability is pretty good. 98. Let's go with Skulljack, see if we can skull mine somebody. And with skull mining we can get a little bit of additional intel. We're pretty starved for intelligence. Ooh, we can get additional mobility. Huh. Can we put that on Viking? His mobility is 12. This should put it at 15. Nice and fast. And, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Moving out. Now, 11 targets on this mission. I have a lot of area of effect devastation weapons, so I need to be a bit careful. And try to make sure that we don't hit anything that we're not really supposed to hit. Like the supplies. That wouldn't be a very good use of our time and resources. Now, as a bit of a question to you guys, I'm coming to the end of the XCOM playthrough. Not today or tomorrow, don't worry about that yet, but we're definitely getting there. The series has not been getting many views, to put it mildly. I do appreciate, of course, your support in watching, and the question is, shall I do another one? Probably heavily modded. I'm still waiting for Long War 2, but holy shit. Long War 2 with War of the Chosen, if that is even going to be compatible, of episodes. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But just another playthrough, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's interesting enough. Holy shit.
Commander, we managed to access an old reconnaissance satellite passing over the AO. We've got a complete picture of the area. There shouldn't be any surprises on this one.
Yeah, can we keep that reconnaissance satellite around? Look at this. The Spark now also has 5 points of armor. Now we can immediately see where everybody is. We have 3 on the roof. That's an Archon Prime. We have a standard Archon times 1.5. These are 2 different types of Archons. What else do we have? We have a mech and a priest and probably an advanced defender dude over there. We have a gatekeeper here and 2 mutons. I think that should cover the whole battleground. So we're going to hit these 2 pods first, hoping that they're not too close to supplies. I'm seeing supplies here, here, there. Not so much in this facility. This seems a bit abandoned, so we can hit that one first. And again, I'm going to have to try and feed as many kills to the guys who are not that experienced just yet.
Got it.
Logan, you have line of sight on the guys on the roof and the guys down there. That's nice. Spark. Spark can move up really far without being detected. I'm going to have to keep in mind that Spark 1 is still damaged. But so far, he has 5 points of shielding and 4 points of armor. So he's going to have to take a massive amount of damage before he actually starts to take real damage to his... I don't know what you would call that. His skeleton? His chassis? Yeah, I think that's the word, chassis. Let's go over there.
Copy that.
Charlie, you're gonna move up there. Halbert on Overwatch. And Apple Pie can already see 3 different targets. And we're gonna just not do anything yet. Now, as we can see all the pods, we can predict where they're gonna go, we can see what their plans are, and potentially if they're going to join a fight that we're already in. So far, these 6 should really not be a problem. Okay. Now you have quite some chances to do damage here, but I'm not going to use you as a last resort, but you already have all the XP that you need. You, though, are a whole different issue. 50-50 critical. This is still a 50-50, but these at least is a guaranteed kill. Let's go, and then we'll sort out the others as we move along. That's 1 down. He got an ambush kill. So that's a nice ability point right there. And then all the guys are going to come up. He immediately goes on the battle frenzy. I'd say a rocket launch would be a nice option here. I believe we have at least one of those. Don't we? Yeah. The spark. Spark 1. Ooh, it's close though. The rocket launcher doesn't quite have the range that I was hoping for. Right, I'm gonna have to knock off that Overwatch. And I need you to move out of the way. All at the same time. So please hit this guy. The Sentinel. You missed, but he still took damage. So his Overwatch is done. I suppose you could say his watch has ended. Centurion. You have range, but not quite enough. Let's go over here. This is what we have these area of effect weapons for. I moved him a little bit too far. Now he's not going to be as useful. Alright, let's at least do some heavy damage to these guys here. They took a large portion of their hit points as damage there. Now, this guy we're going to have to try and deal with very quickly. Because he tends to be quite powerful if you leave him be. This might melee him into stunned. I'm not sure if this works, VK. I never actually used that attack before. Yep, he's stunned. That's what I was hoping for. And you still get an action? 2 actions to be accurate. That's nice. He took damage and now he cannot do anything about that. Okay. We can skulljack somebody right here. This Guardian. So let's introduce ourselves up close. Logan. 50-50. Please get him. Yep, we got him. Minor cache of enemy intelligence. Alright, and now this is our last surviving, or our last remaining operative. Spark 1. And we're going to take out these last 2 guys. I'm just not going to do it with a rocket, because a rocket's a bit unpredictable. I'm going to do it with overdrive. So he gets 1 action back. And I'm going to go for this one first, because it's a guarantee. You're dead. And then the guy in the back, who suffers from reduced accuracy because the spark has to fire twice. But there's another kill. Okay, so out of the initial 11 we already took down 4, and there's 1 who's not doing very well up on the roof. And these are getting remarkably close. We may have to treat them to a bit of XCOM hospitality soon. How far can you lob one of them? Not far enough. In which case we're just gonna have to kill you. He's done. Alright, so that's the first 2 pods down. 2 pods remain. And he gets a promotion. Perfect. Now, we have seen them through the satellite, but we cannot actually see them quite yet. Let's go for Long Watch. And prepare to engage these guys as they get closer. Arashi on Overwatch. Admiral. Oh, I should have done that in reverse order. I'm surprised there's still a door in there, by the way. Spark 2, move up there. Spark 1, repair yourself. Halberd. Now, you could argue that the Spark is overpowered at this point. I wouldn't blame you for saying so, but consider that I invested quite a decent portion of resources into making these guys what they are now. They didn't start out like that. They didn't start out with all the accuracy and the shields and the special abilities and the close quarter combat and everything that they can now do. Basically get to train them or upgrade them into being able to do that. But then again, they do add nicely to the reverse difficulty curve. Now over here, in his fancy suit, is our sharpshooter, who apparently does not manage to kill one of the targets, but puts him on fire. Now it's the Spark's turn. Spark immediately heavily punishes the guy, punches through his armor. The other Spark kicks in and wipes out the priest, who goes in sustain. Alright, you already... No, you didn't get your promotion yet. Let's make that happen. Alright, that's another kill. You are out of ammo, but you can get a free reload. Oh, you also got a hair trigger action? This is just stacking up. Boom. That's another one. Where's the last guy? Yeah, he's still in stasis, of course. Let's see if we can feed the kill to one of our other operatives. I'm going to say the Sparks are going to go on Overwatch right next to each other. Not the most efficient use of resources, one could argue. And yes, I did just pick Hunker down, because I don't want him to fire. I want any of these guys to get the kill, although VK already got a promotion. So his stasis is ended, and so is his life. And now we still have to deal with the last of the pod. Those two muton, apparently infectors, is what we heard them say. And a heavily armored guardian. Sorry, what is it called? A gatekeeper. That's what that is. Now, the guy in the back goes first. And the guy further in the back starts to move up as well. Let's move our Sparks off of the roof so there's room for the sniper to grapple. I'm going to put these guys up here as a massive wall of steel. Let's have one of them on Overwatch. Actually both, they still have plenty of ammo. You're going to take up position behind them. Apple pie. Not over there. You have got to be kidding. You cannot grapple here? No, you cannot grapple there. Okay. Overwatch, Admiral, Overwatch, VK, Overwatch. Let's see if this pod still stumbles around. I imagine it won't. It's still going to be a pretty long-range shot for the sharpshooter from over there. Don't ask me how that thing's still up there, though, the drain pipe. It's still going to be a pretty long-range shot, but hopefully he can get it done. And since these guys are the large, hulking bodies of steel that they are, we can use them as cover. So let's do exactly that. This is why you use Sparks. I mean, in case the previous amount of damage that these guys have put out wasn't enough. Alright, you want to play? Let's play. Can we safely fire at stuff behind them? I think we can. No, we cannot quite hit them yet. The problem is the rest of the troops. Maybe this is going to put Logan in range. Yes, it is. He's not going to like that much. You're going to sit right next to a vehicle? Really? You have to? See, if this thing blows up, it's going to take the amount of supplies with it. I can even force this thing to go as well. How does one gently knock down a gatekeeper without destroying the the surrounding area? I, for one, still haven't found an answer to that. Spark 1. Let's flank one of these guys. Do some damage to him. Yeah, that should do. Sharpshooter options. 82, 52, 82. I guess we might lose those supplies. Unless... yeah. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna extend this fight for one more turn. By deploying a mimic beacon that these guys are gonna be forced to go after. And we're gonna do so right over here where they cannot do any damage to supplies. Just gonna try and lure them away. That means that I can do damage, but I'm not going to. I just need to buy myself a little time. Spark, just for fun. High ground. And VK. Here.
I'm going.
Reload. I know it's a free reload, I'm wasting one shot, but I want my clip to be full. Hunker down, no firing. There, now he's safe. Well, he's not so much safe, but our supplies are safe. That was a large portion of damage. What are you going to do? And he just wasted the beacon. Good. So now we have someone who's out in the open, quite vulnerable, and something that has a fuck ton of armor, pardon my French, that we still need to do something about.
Seems doable.
76%. Let's see if we can hollow paint this guy. Okay.
Not even close.
Yeah, no, it sort of wasn't. Considering bashing this guy full in the face. Which one has the AP? Not you. Okay, let's shred the armor then. 4 points of armor shredded. The other spark should be able to just walk up to this guy. Not so much bash him. Oh shit! I just gave him full high armor. Yeah, well, might be enough. If I'm lucky. It wasn't. I should remember to keep one pace away from these guys, otherwise they're providing themselves as high cover to the enemy. Don't ask me how that works. And as such, they cannot be criticaled. But this works all the same. And he gets promotion, Lieutenant. Excellent. That leaves us with Logan. Logan is never going to do enough damage. Although he does have the disruptor rifle. Which means it's going to be a critical against this guy, guaranteed. If it hits. Might be a kill. Yep. Goodbye. All clear. Alright, that was a quick supply mission right there. Let's take a pic of these guys. With your ridiculous suit. I get that they want to give you some sort of bonus for killing off one of the alien rulers, but something like that? No. It just doesn't suit them. And that was not an intentional pun. It just doesn't fit with the whole XCOM layout. It's weird. Anyway, I wonder how many supplies I got from that mission. I wonder if it's going to be in the 150 range or maybe even up to 200. Let's see what they were stashing in this hideout. A couple of promotions. He's still damaged, but we can still use him, of course. None of them took damage. Heavy ordnance or hollow targeting? Hollow targeting. I rarely make use of more than one grenade per mission. Promotion, Guardian, or Quick Draw or DFA. DFA is usually superior to everything else. Haywire or Revival. I'm gonna go Haywire. Well, what do we get? 109 alloys, 64 Illyrium, 20 intel from skulljacking the guy, some supplies, a superior hair trigger, 5 Illyrium cores, a data cache. I'd say that was a big haul. Very nice. Alright, and that's where I'm going. What is that? Conduct disorder? Roman. Do we need to have a chat, Roman? Because I believe he was cured of that. Roman is fine. He's training with Praetal Mox. I think this is just some sort of ghosting because it really wasn't there. He finished in the infirmary a couple of episodes ago. So that's, well, we're just gonna ignore that. Anyways, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for the next one.